All right, this is going to be video 5, if I am not mistaken. If it's not, you'll figure out what video it is. I'll tell you when it's posted in the email. Now, we already know about how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions. You saw the Khan Academy videos. You've already seen the video on the fractional recap. If you haven't, you're in trouble. You need to get up to speed. All right, let's say we have a string of fractions. Let's just go into order of operations. Okay, we got 9 and 5/6. So that's a mixed number, right? You got a whole number 9 plus 7. That's a 7. Get over it. Go get counseling if you need to. I don't really care. Divided by 3/4. Minus 12 times 7/8. Minus 7/8 times 7/8. All right. So we've got mixed numbers. We have 9 and 5/6 plus 7 and 1/2 divided by 3/4 minus 12 times 7/8. 7/8. All right. Well, if you start here and just keep going this direction, you're going to get a different number than if you do it in the proper order of operations. So you probably remember from your math days, and this I'll give kudos to the math nun. Remember PEMDAS? PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or please excuse my dumb sister. P is parentheses. The parentheses. E is exponent. That means it's like x raised to some y power. And we'll talk about roots later when we get into volumes and areas. M is multiplication. D is division. Division sign. How about that? A is addition. And S is subtraction. PEMDAS. So we're going to come over here and we are going to look at our equation. We've got this is going to be added to that, but that's being divided by that. So we got multiplication and division somewhere over here. We don't have any parentheses yet. We've got no exponents in here, but we do have multiplication and division. So this is what we're going to do. And why? Because you have the mathematical constitutional right to do this. Put a parentheses around the division. Put the parentheses around the multiplication. Okay? Now, just do it. I don't care what some goofy math teacher told you before. This is what you're going to do. You look in here and you find we don't have any exponents. Nothing raised or no roots, right? In other words, we don't have an x raised to the 2 power. Or we don't have the square root of x, right? Nothing in there like that. So we got multiplication and division. We're going to put a parentheses around these two. Now we already know what to do next, right? We are going to take these mixed numbers and we're going to fix them. So we're going to multiply 6 times 9. We're going to multiply 6 times the whole number 9. And we're going to get 54 up here. 54. That's ugly looking for. And we're going to add that 54 to that 5, and we're going to have 59. 59. Oh my God, this pad's running slow. All right, we're going to do the same thing to this mixed number. 2 times 7 is 14, plus the 1 is 15, right? All right. So we're going to have 59 over 6 plus, what happens in here? What happens in here? We got 15 over 2, right? 15 halves. Now, divide. Remember how to divide a fraction? This is the same thing as saying we're going to invert that, right? It'd been a whole lot easier if I just selected it and deleted it, wouldn't it? But that would have made too much sense. All right. This is the same thing as saying 15 halves divided by 3/4, right? This is the same thing as saying this. So we're going to turn this upside down, and we're going to multiply it across the top. So that's going to be, multiply that by 4/3. We're going to flip this upside down. We're going to 1 over x it. We're going to run it up here and multiply across the top, right? Times 4/3. Right? Okay. Minus, what's this? Oh my gosh. This is rocket science. 12 whole number, 12 as a whole number is the same thing as 12 over 1, right? Now, we don't normally put a whole number over 1, but if you're dealing in fractions, oh my God, that is an ugly one. Man, I need to quit drinking so much coffee. I got the shakes. Ooh, shakes. Maybe I should just switch to bourbon. All right. All right, there we go. That's a better one. All right, times 7 over 8. Now, we already know how to multiply fractions, multiply the bottoms, multiply the tops, right? So, we multiply 15 times 4, and we multiply 12 times 7, and we multiply 1 times 8, and multiply 2 times 3. And what do we get? We got 59 over 6. Good God. Plus, oh my goodness, wow. 60, 4 times 15 is 60, right? Get your calculator out if you don't believe me. Over 6. 2 times 3 is 6, right? 15 times 4 is 60. 12 times 7 used to be what? What 12 times 7? Come on, you in the first row. That's right. Oh, no, this is an online class. There's nobody in the first row. Is 84, isn't it? That's an 84. And 1 times 8 is 8, yeah? So minus what? Minus 84 eighths. Okay. All right. Now, minus 84 eighths. All right, let's put a little semicolon there. All right, so we got 59 plus 60 over 6. So that's a common denominator right there, right? Okay, so that's 59 plus 60 right there. Okay, so what does that give us? That gives us 119, doesn't it, over 6 minus 84 eighths. So this equates to, it's going to come over here, to 119 over 6 minus 84 eighths. 84, 84, 84 over 8. Okay. All right. Now we need a common denominator, don't we? Now we could divide this by 2, and 2 doesn't go into that even, and you'd leave a decimal up here. And you could do that. There's nothing written in stone that says you can't have a decimal number in your numerator, although it gives some people heartburn. But we all got calculators, and I told you before, don't be afraid of big numbers. Just don't do it. So we need a common denominator. What's the easiest thing to do for a common denominator? We only got 2 of these things. Multiply 6 times 8. And you're going to end up with what? What's 6 times 8? Used to be 48. Still is. Okay. So we're going to multiply this side times 6. 8 times 6. 8 times 6. And because there are no isms in math, we got to do the same on the top that we do on the bottom. Multiply that times 6. Guess what we do over here? U in the second row. Oh, that's right, this online class. We're going to multiply 6 times 8. Ooh, the FBI could have figured that out. All right. And we're going to multiply the top times 8. And oh my God, what do we get? Oh, we got such big numbers. Oh no. Help me, Annie M. Help me. This turns into 504. And this turns into what? 952. A gazillion gigawatts, Marty. Oh no, there's such big numbers. Annie M, help me. All right. 952 minus 504 with a common denominator of 48. So let's come down here and do that. So we have 952 minus 504. And what's the common denominator? U. That's right. You got it right. Oh, good for you. All right, 48. Okay. So we subtract those 2 numbers, and what do you get? You get 448. 448 over 48. 48. Man, that is really ugly. Oh my God. Whoa. Nasty. Let's clean this up. Man, Sister O'Brien's rolling over in her grave. I told you, Mr. Young, you would never amount to anything. Okay. All right. So 448 over 48. Now, so yeah, that is a fractional answer. Now, I don't give a hootenanny about the least common denominator. I've told you that before. That gives us the least precise number. Now, you could divide that by 2 and keep getting it down, but I don't care. The bottom line is, if this was an exam problem, this fraction is only half your answer, because what do we want to do? We want a decimal, right? Equivalent. So you divide 48 into 448, and you're going to end up with the answer of 9.3333333. Stop it! Oh, there's too many 3s. All right, 933. We go to 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just put a little line over that thing. That means it repeats out until we get tired of writing 3s. So here's your answer. Right here is your answer. And you're going to give me 2. You will give me a fractional answer, because you may not want to do this. You may want to divide by 2 or something in a future problem. So your denominator might be a little different. But the bottom line is, the decimal equivalent of the fraction had better equal my decimal equivalent, or you will not get credit for the problem. So the moral of the story, boys and girls, is PEMDAS. Don't forget your PEMDAS, your order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition and subtraction. You come over here, like we did, we found the multiplication, put a parentheses around it, and it's stopped by the subtraction. We find the division, we put a parentheses around it. Now we'll come up with this answer. Because if you go from here, to there, then to there, you're going to get a different answer, and it will not be right. All right, that ends this video of order of operations. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.